Lands not to buy in Lagos in 2025. First of all, I want to quickly say that things are changing around here in the real estate market, especially Lagos State real estate market, and for this reason I found it very important to do this video at the beginning of the year. Alright, so if you are considering investing in Lagos real estate this year, this video is for you. Watch this video to the end because there are a lot of things I'll be saying on this video that is going to help you with your next investment. It's going to impact your decision making in your next real estate investment in Lagos. Alright, my name is Chantal and you're very welcome to my channel. If you're seeing my video for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and of course click on the notification button so that you get notified when I upload subsequent videos. Alright, so real estate is capital intensive and real estate requires a lot of intentionality. Things that don't used to matter in previous years now is a whole lot of things that should really matter to you as that investor that wants to make money in real estate by investing in Lagos properties. In the past years, like 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, or even 4 years ago, we were offering you some landed properties across Lagos that doesn't have title. In 2025, it's become very risky in 2025 for you to buy land that doesn't have title. Number one on my list is avoid untitled lands. Avoid lands without title in Lagos this year 2025 and going forward. Some years back, when Lagos started selling, we had an option. We had some offers that has execution in progress, survey, freehold, and all of those other documentations as titled them. But some companies has gone ahead to perfect their titles, and it is not the same case for some companies. So if in 2025 someone is presenting you an offer in Lagos that doesn't have title, I'm afraid you might end up losing your money. This is why Lagos State government has been clamping down on properties that doesn't have title, especially within the Ibejuleki. There are a lot of potentials that is in that part of Lagos. So the industrialization nature of Ibejuleki is making government to clamp down on lands that doesn't have title because they need to bring in investors and they also need to give them lands to invest. Please avoid any untitled land this year. Do not invest. Do not encourage anyone to invest because it is definitely going to end on premium tiers. Number two is avoid cheap lands. That lands that are cheap. It doesn't have to be only on Lagos Island. Anywhere in Lagos that someone offers you a land that is below the market price in that axis. Yes, I've come to understand that every location, every region, every area in this Lagos already has a market value, a market price. Take for instance in Ikeja now, maybe you want to buy land, a 600 square meter land in Ikeja and they offer that land for 200 million. That is a whole lot of red flags. In fact, that's a forest of red flags, alright? So the same thing applies with Ikoyi, VI, Ibejuleki, Aja, anywhere at all in Lagos. Avoid cheap land. There's always one problem or the other with lands that are cheaper than the going price rates for properties within that axis. Next option is avoid investing in real estate with companies, individuals that doesn't have track records, that doesn't have any form of proper reputation. And that people are growing, business are growing, people are becoming, a lot of persons are becoming developers that have lands in an estate they want to sell. But please, in order to be on this very safe side, please conduct proper due diligence before you can buy any property from just anyhow company. The records are always there. So before you can invest in any property this year, please go the extra to confirm the status or who owns that company. If it's a new company, maybe the ones that are just a month or two or a year in the industry, please check the owner, the developer, the MD himself or herself please check their track records. What have they been doing with themselves before they became property developers and become to and have properties to sell? So check what they have been doing, what they have been up to, what they have done, even up to the point they became developers. And this is because most of the time some of the developers sell lands that doesn't have title or lands that has litigations. There is not even about how long a company has been in the business. I know about one of the biggest companies in Lagos, real estate company in Lagos. This company has been in the business for a very long time, but today 70% of their lands doesn't have title. 70% they having one litigation or the other, non allocation. They won't do allocation. In fact, let me not go into details on this, but please do your due diligence very well on the company that you want to buy property from, so that you don't end up losing your money thinking that, yeah, because when you buy real estate from a company, it gives you this sense of security that your property, your investment is secure. Then Omonile Lands, you see Omonile Lands, please avoid those ones completely. Avoid investing on Omonile Lands, family lands, except maybe you are a big corporation, a big industry, or a big personality that you can immediately you buy that land, you go ahead to do all the things that is there to take possession and all of that. But as an individual, especially Nigerians in the diaspora, please, that is always looking to buy maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 lands in Lagos, avoid Omonile Lands. It might even be cheap. It might come to you at a cheaper rate, especially in some locations. Right now in Ibejuleki, for you to have a land that has solid title, you'll be looking at having 40 million, 45 million, 35 million, 30 million. The list of land that you can get in Ibejuleki land that has title will be around 30 million. Alright, so that is the going rate right now. So Omonile Lands might present a better price for you, but what happens at the long run? There's one thing with Omonile Lands, it has a lot of complications. You might buy from them today in a certain location. When development gets to that place, these guys are the ones that are also going to resell your land to another person, because development has got on there and that land has appreciated. So they will even be the ones to resell your land to someone else. And when you come to develop it, maybe some years later, you'll find out that they have sold our land to another person. And before you know it, they might even come up with an option, okay, let's allocate another place for you. But you are going to get another place is actually shooting yourself on the leg, because they will still allocate another long, another very far place that is not developed to you. You hold on to that. By the time development gets there, they will say, is that what you want to do with your money in 2025? That's a no and a red flag. Please avoid Omonile Lands. Alright, especially when you're buying as an individual or you're buying as a group, but maybe you're looking at buying less than 5 plots. It's very risky to buy Omonile Lands in Lagos in 2025. So please avoid. Then avoid investing in a distress sale. Distress sale can be very sweet. Distress sale will come at a very good price. I understand that the price of that land will come to you at a very cheaper price to compare with the market price or the price range in that location, because it's distressed. All right, but at the end, especially if you do not do proper and very thorough due diligence, you might end up losing your money. You might end up finding yourself into a trap. There may be lots of litigations, family problems, issues, and the person they bought it earlier will just want to dispose it quickly. So you might fall into that trap. So do not buy distressed sale properties in 2025. But if you must buy, please engage at least 3 real estate lawyers that doesn't know each other if you want to, or if you must buy a distressed sale, or except if you also know the person selling to you. But anything other than this, please avoid distressed sale completely. Then in terms of houses, please do not buy houses this year that doesn't have proper documentation, like a proper survey, building approval. A lot of things is going on in the real estate world right now in Lagos, and you wouldn't want to fall victim this year going forward. So please do not buy a house that doesn't have building approval or a layout, a registered layout for that area. So in some cases, I will encourage my clients to buy houses that the building approval is not yet out. If the owner, if the person selling that house is able to provide us a registered layout of that place, because the layout of that place will have everything. We'll have the road mapping, the road network on the layout, and we'll also have the canals and the power lines and all these other things that might breach the land use in that house. And house you want to buy that the owner did not present a proper building approval, registered building approval for that house. Ask for registered layout of that place. All right, so these things are going to save you a lot. It's going to help you a lot with your next real estate buying in Lagos. If you have watched this video to the end, to this point, I'm so happy to have you. Please, if you're seeing my video for the first time, do well to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and click on notification button so that whenever I upload subsequent videos, you get notified. Then if there are other things that you want me to talk about in Lagos real estate, please leave it in the comment section, or feel free to call me on the number displayed on the screen so that we can talk about your interest in Lagos real estate. Let me go over it again. In 2025, avoid land that doesn't have title. Do not buy a distressed sale. Do not buy a house that doesn't have proper building approval. And also do not buy Omonile land. Do not buy cheap lands. Thank you once again for watching these videos. I am Shanta and I am your host on this channel. So it's going to be bye for now.